Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Line Pride Sports Podcast. As always, I'm Brody Bohannon.
I'm Kinley Harris.
And I'm Pierce Elsey.
Cash is not here, so Pierce is going to join us this
I'm
week. And
back.
unfortunately, this is Kinley's last show.
So sad.
She's a senior, so she will be gone next week.
I'll be here Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll just have to see. But she won't be gone for softball, as both baseball and softball qualified to make the regional tournament. We'll be going over that. But first of all, we're going to go over both games on Monday. Both baseball and softball had to take on Huntsville to qualify for regionals. If they lost, their season was over. If they win, they would qualify and move on to the next round of districts. Just walk us through you guys' game. I know you guys won in a 5-inning run rule, and you guys walked through them.
Yeah. So Huntsville was our last conference game, and we run-rolled them in 3 innings. So we were going into the game pretty confident, really just working on ourselves. Sydney, this was her first game back pitching in a while, and we were really confident in her, and she came out and pitched a great game. We got through about an inning and a half, and then we had a rain delay or storm delay or whatever. And so it kind of threw us off our groove a little bit, so it took us probably an inning to get back into it, but we took care of business.
That's awesome to hear. On the baseball side, it was a little different. Our last conference game was also them, and they had a home run barrage on their short little field and took us out 8-2. So we were coming into this game with a get-back mindset. And the thing about our field and their field is the field at Gravette is extremely bigger than the one at Huntsville, so we are a totally different team at our place. Instead of trying to hit home runs, we really do a good job putting the ball in play and hitting line drives, and that's exactly what we did. We won 5-2. JD Beam threw a complete game. JD Beam, complete game, 7 innings with 1 earned run, and the offense was clicking. We left a couple runners in scoring position, which should have scored, honestly, but we did a good job putting the ball in play when we needed to, and that's all you really can do in a game like that. Like executing when you need to, and when your defense is on point. I think we only made 1 error the whole game, and we could have played. That was one of the best games that we've played in the postseason any of the years I've been around Gravette baseball. So we did an awesome job, and that's a big game to win, especially, losing in districts last year off a walk-off, going back into a game where you have to win it to get to regionals. This team had the experience from last year, and they took it and did what they were supposed to this year. So it's awesome that both baseball and softball head to regionals. We'll talk a little briefly about tomorrow. As we're recording this, softball, you guys play Gentry, district semifinals. You guys have already played them once. Didn't go so great, so what are the expectations going into this game?
Yeah, when we played Gentry in conference, if I'm being honest, it was probably the worst game we've played all year. Just offense and defensively, nothing was really clicking. We've come a long way. I feel like that game early in the season was a turning point for us. We've all come together hitting, and just in the field, our pitching has gone so much better, just experience-wise. So I think we're really just going out there trying to play our game, trying to put the bat on the ball. Gentry, she's a good pitcher, nothing special really, but just trying to go out there and play our best ball.
Didn't they win regionals last year?
They did.
So
we
they
were
were.
at the game.
Yeah,
they beat us in the finals.
They were a young team last year. They're
Yeah.
a really good softball team.
No, they're a really good softball
For sure.
team. Yeah, but so are we. We have not played to our full potential one game this year, and so now's the time to step it up.
And baseball will be taken on P Ridge in the district semifinals. Also, by the way, all these games will be at Gentry. And we don't know for sure if we will get them in. There are chances of rain throughout the week, so they'll probably play with the times and move some slots a little bit. But baseball takes on P Ridge, and I think we are a very comparable team to P Ridge. We've been like this all season, same with them, a little bit of inconsistency here and there, but I expect it to be a really good game. P Ridge got us last time. We really just had 2 bad innings that cost us the game there. We had it in our hands and then let it slip a little bit, but I think, I don't know who we're going to pitch, but I have faith in whoever we're going to throw. we saw P. Ridge's, I think it was their second best arm, and I think we did fairly well against him. But, they're not a team to overlook. P. Ridge is a solid club, and I think, we're going to have to play exactly like we did against Huntsville to take these guys down because it's going to be no easy match.
I think the keys here is the dugout. Last game against P. Ridge, there's a couple bad things that happened, and I feel like the team just kind of gave up as a whole. And versus Huntsville, things went bad, but the dugout was there the whole game, super energetic. And I feel like as long as we keep that same energy and same kind of drive and want to win like we did against Huntsville, then I think we should be able to win this game.
Yeah, piggybacking off of that, just because the other team does something good doesn't mean the game is over. The dugout and the energy would fold, and in the season when something would go wrong. But versus Huntsville, they had the first punch. They got on the scoreboard first. But we did not lose any energy. In fact, we got even more energy from that, and it really carried on.
I feel like a Gravette team a month, 2 to 3 weeks ago would just lay down after that first run. But ever since that Shiloh game, I feel like we were kind of like,
that's when we realized
we're a good team.
Game is not over until there's 3 outs.
It's not over until the first inning.
Yeah.
So I feel like we just need to understand as a whole team that this is a seven inning game, and that you can't just give up after one bad thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, as we said, both baseball and softball will be at regionals at Gravette next week. Right now they are playing for seeding, so the times of those games will obviously depend on which seed baseball and softball are, but we thank you guys for tuning into this episode, and we're excited to see you guys next week as we talk about the regional tournament. Goodbye, everybody.